Hey, what is going on, ladies and the gentlemen? My name is Quarbit, and I'll be your host today for Europa Universalis 4. Welcome back to episode 2 of the Golden Century Spanish World Conquest attempt here, where in my infinite genius here, I sort of forgot the fact that you don't need 100% horse score to vassalize someone, so I don't actually need their capital, and I could just grab all this money, which is literally like as much as possible. Well, in theory, the whole system's, well, a little bit something special. It won't necessarily give you exactly how much you want, so if we clear this, take max money, then vassalize, we would have to just wait like 2 months. Or if I wanted to be a little lenient, I could just decrease the amount of money. But I'm not really willing to be that lenient. I don't think. I'll give it one more siege timer, and if it doesn't, then we're simply going to peace out. Because, I mean, this could go on forever. And we have things to do. We don't want to waste all our manpower over here. Ah, there it is. Okay. How are we doing then? Full money. Vassalize. They're not too keen on it, so I can drop it by this much. And still vassalize. There we go. Okay, let's get ourselves a Byzantine vassal. Very nice. They're not going to like me at the very beginning, but who cares? They're going to like me when I'm done with them. As for our ships here, we did lose a couple. It's really unfortunate, but it is what it is. Now, did you become independent because of that? Yes, you did. Okay, so I can actually reconquest against Athens pretty easily. Now, I did lose a ship there, so coming back home is going to be a little bit worse. Only a little bit, though, because if I do this, I do have 2 empty regiments that I can do this with, so really it's not the worst thing in the world. Let's send you guys back over here. Let's secure our alliances and royal marriages like I was supposed to. Oh, what do we have here? The Peasants' War. Of course, my stability is a little too low. I can do that very easily to stop that. I need to go to 1. Oh, that's not so bad. I can still do that. I don't need this anymore, so I'm going to ally you. I don't need your... Oh, good lord. Polish Wallachia. Well, that was fast. That was as fast as me vassalizing Byzantium here. That's a little awkward, but it is what it is. Cancel that military access, and how are we looking over here? So we've secured our alliance with you. I would like to royal marriage you as well, actually. If you don't mind. Yeah, let's do that. And what else? So Byzantium is, Brandenburg's chilling with Austria right now. Which makes sense. It's going to be really hard if we want to take over Austria over here. Because we're not in the Empire yet, so. Brandenburg is going to be a long-term ally right there. Mainz itself, I can ally, but I can't do much with. They still prefer Austria. And who else was I gunning for? The Palatinate, I think? Let's check. Okay, Brandenburg, Cologne, and Mainz. Cologne? Well, you don't like me very much at all, do you? Not really. It seems like Austria's managed to bring some support back on their side. Wonder what happened. They must have done something. I'm not really sure what, but it is what it is. I'm not going to get too upset about it. So I might break alliances with these theocracies here. If for the sake of just getting the PU over Aragon and, well, really just Aragon at this point. And Navarra, apparently. Which is annoying, but... yeah, that's a possibility. And how about we grab these guys? You're actually going to go protect trade in Sevilla. Our heavy is going to go back to protecting, or sorry, hunting pirates, and our galley is just going to chill. We're going to boost up to stab 1. So that we no longer have those problems. Now let's actually improve relations with you. And it's the calm before the storm for now. Gonna have a couple of things to deal with, like invading Granada. However, as I mentioned previously, they've gone ahead and allied the Ottomans, so maybe taking down the Ottomans is a required first step around here. I would say so. So if I wanted to fight you... you're very strong. Can I be friends with Poland? Yes. I can be friends with Poland, but it's just gonna take a little while first. Okay, the army's back home, and the ships are back home, so we're going to drop that, try to make a little bit of money. And yeah, this is a little bit painful. The Ottomans are going to try and expand because they have a rather aggressive AI, so they should, in theory, try to do something in Dul-Qadir or Kandahar or something. Maybe a war large enough to the point where we might be able to sneak into Granada without them helping. That would be really, really nice. Papal influence? Sure. Actually bump up to speed 5 if we have nothing really to look after. I could declare... Wait, what are your allies? Tunis. Tunis, okay. Tunis. If I declared on Tlemcen, then declared on Tunis, and then used that to take Granada, would that be bad? Not really. It would just be so much better if I wait it for a little bit of manpower. Do I have a manpower, dude? Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. Okay, how about I give the burghers the increased levies then? Because I have money, but I need manpower. Like, specifically manpower, not just mercs. So if I could get more of that, that would be really nice. Does have to be 60%. I did just raise that cap, though, didn't I? I did, by 48%. I can afford 2 slackens right now. 2 slackens and then remove professionalism. Early game, this professionalism isn't worth much except for a slacken. My AE is all the way over here. And it's mostly with nations that don't care. I need to keep invading things. So, the theory states I should slacken twice, and then I should remove the professionalism, which does waste 1%, but it's not the end of the world. And that's going to get me much closer to that 60% I need. And I'm going to need to increase my army size as well, so let's split you into 2. And try to get you into some pretty nice stacks. Let's see if I can't get my current king as a general. I don't want him to die too soon, but... well, if he dies, it's not the end of the world. It's just going to be a long regency until I do the Iberian wedding. Well... it's still going to depend on them having an opposite gender heir, I think, so... We'll see. I haven't exactly taken a very hard look at the requirements in a pretty long time, so forgive me if everything I'm saying is absolute nonsense. But it is what it is. Let's grab you guys that thing, and let's improve the army size. 100%. Okay, so we need 36 units here. 36, that's a lot. Jeez. Okay. And let's drop off a few of you guys as well. What are we at? That would do just fine, if a little bit wasteful in our front row. Because we're missing 2 in the front row on each, but that's not the end of the world. That's totally fine. So we're going to have that covered, at least. And the next thing is I need to have a larger naval force limit as well, right? Yeah, that's weird that it requires... Like, just for the Reconquista, 100% of your force limit, 100% of your naval force limit as well. That is a little bit weird in my opinion. Local investment for a little bit of corruption. Don't think I care that much. It's just gonna kick out my admin dude, but that's not terrible. That's fine. I don't think I am gonna get that extra slot though, am I? Am I gonna get a new one? Yes, I am. well, he's not very useful, so back to square one. I just need to make sure I'm doing really well on this mill tech, and we should be good to go on these other things. After I grab the next mill tech, I think I'm going to start rushing towards admin, because we have lots to core in the future. So we might as well get started. Okay, war with Kandar and Karaman. That's not going to wear you out enough. I don't think. I can ally you. I can't royal marry, though. The alliance would purely be for your strategic interests in the Balkans, which you have right now despite not having your permaclaims. In this case, that's great, because this is all Bulgarian, you know? We don't have reconquest cores over here for Byzantium. Or sorry, in Bulgaria for Byzantium. So we could ally Poland, bring them in against the Ottomans. Did you get your... Yes, you did get the personal union. Beautiful. So, if we can get Poland and ourselves against the Ottomans, that would probably work pretty well. That's what I think, at least. Let's just take a look at what you're willing to maybe do, you know? Because we're going to be over our limit for a little while we're doing this. I'm just trying to take a look. We might kick Cologne out of an alliance, though, because they're... Let's just be honest with each other. I don't think they're going to go for me. I just don't think it's going to happen. For the time being. We need far more Diplorep. We need far more prestige. Like, a ton more prestige. Each point of prestige, I think, is... Or every 4 points of prestige is just +1, I think, right? Yes. So, +25 when we get max prestige. What else is that? Yeah, there's not much else. It's pretty hard to get emperorship if you're not the emperor currently, so... I'm gonna have to play around a little bit with that. But yeah, we're gonna kick you out for now, sorry. Just that I don't lose a bunch of Diplo points. As for our diplomats here, Poland would join. That's amazing. That is a significant number of troops. I can use Reconquest. You're at war with someone, so you're distracted currently. I would really love to grab this, though. 5% morale of armies and navies against the Ottomans would be nice. Royal marriage would be useful, but not right now with Poland. Right towards the 1600s, if I can get my dude on your throne, then that's useful, but right now it doesn't matter. They're gonna be done that war pretty soon as well. So if I do this, it would have to be somewhat soon. Also do need to build like a ton of barks, because we don't have as many sailors. So barks is the way to go. 26 a month isn't terrible. That's like a light every 2 months. I just need to have the right number of ships. It's really not about fighting ability, because I don't think I'll be able to contend against the Ottomans yet. What do the Ottomans have? 27 ships, yeah. So having those lights be galleys is not going to change anything here. We're not going to be able to win the naval fight here, but hopefully we can do a little bit of extra. A little bit of something else. So let's see, the armies are ready. Oh, you know what I could do? Maybe have one of those be a cog. That would be nice. I don't really want the Reformation to happen super fast, but what I'm doing is not really gonna change much of that. Let's have you guys moving down to here. Aragon no longer great power, giant rip. Very unfortunate for those guys. Well, very fortunate for me at least, but, you know, unfortunate for them. And, yeah, that's gonna save us a little bit of a couple of sailors each month. So, cog, right there, and we need one more ship, just one more. We get 16 a month? No, we get 14 a month. France against England. Cool, I could declare on Portugal then. Just for their trade ports, Lisboa and Porto, to get a little bit of money. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because it doesn't require a massive investment of manpower. Yeah, sure, you guys can all walk through. So take Lisbon and Porto, let them take colonial ideas, and then PU them. That's sort of the general idea there. Because, yeah, you know, why not? Why not dominate the trade so that I don't have to increase their liberty desire through forcing it as a subject interaction? So, while Byzantium doesn't like me, they're loyal right now, so I don't really need them to like me. I also don't need you to like me very much. So how about instead I'm already fabricating on you, actually. Yeah, England's gonna say no at some point. Definitely. For sure. That means I can do whatever I like, pretty much. And how about over here? Ottomans are still definitely going strong. I'm just gonna grab their... Oh, wait, you're at war with... Venice, Naxos, and Ragusa. Venice is not to be trifled with. If it's early enough, we might be able to fight them. I'm thinking about it again. I'm definitely thinking about it. But the best case scenario is that if the Ottomans say no, we declare on Granada separately, and then we declare on the Ottomans. That's by far the better scenario. So how about we bring another bark, slap it down here. No, cog, sure. Muscovies decided to rival me. I'm not even sure why, but okay. Have fun with that one. Yeah, I still do need that next tech, really. Albania, Venice, Naxos, and Ragusa. They're definitely going to win, but I'm wondering how difficult it's going to be for them. They have the naval superiority, which is surprising, you know, all things considered, with Venice being Venice. Let me see how Venice is doing. No, they have 33 ships. They should definitely be dominating the Ottoman ships right now. I'm not sure what they're up to. They're usually just hiding back at home to protect the strait, which is stupid, but also understandable. But yeah, kind of weird. So we have pretty much total navy size. We just need more manpower. Yeah, for sure. Regrettable, yeah, whatever. That's not a problem. Truce with Serbia. Oh, we're gonna lose some money now. I don't get my very minuscule amount of subsidies anymore. For shame. I do have lots of money, so mercs are not gonna be a problem. You know what actually occurs to me now? If I had built mercs for my force limit instead of manpower, we definitely would have been here much faster, wouldn't we? Because as it currently stands, we're going to need 24,000 manpower. It's just like 5,000 extra. But 5,000 extra, well, I mean, a year doesn't give us that much. So, maybe a year and a half, I think, will definitely be good to go. So a year and a half we can declare on the Ottomans. Oh jeez. Well, England's still supporting Portugal, so not really much I can do with that. So I'm just very quickly going to claim Porto, and that's it on that. As for the Ottomans, you guys are doing fine there. Granada? Ottomans would still join. Now that I think of it, if I declared on Granada then the Ottomans, then Poland wouldn't help me because, you know, multiple wars is something they definitely hate. And since you can't, yeah, and it's a month apart, so you can't really cheese that. Yeah, I'm sure you used to be able to, and that's why there's a month apart as the rule now. That's a little bit annoying, but it just means we'll be able to separate piece Granada, no problem. There we go. We just need the manpower, so we'll wait a little while on that one. Now, I think I set my timer. Huh, I did. Don't know why it feels like it's been longer than that. But anyway. Ooh, a free stab. Well, free in quotations, but we have infinite money right now, so... In fact, if I have so much money, why don't I pump someone up? I wouldn't mind the national unrest dude. But I really want to grab the next mill tech. I could go for tactics. I don't remember the math on that one. 5% of 0.75 is less than point... Oh, no, it actually would bump it up to... Or is it... Yeah, it's 0.7 right now. It actually would bump it up to 0.8, which actually is useful, so... Or it should be. Tactics should be 0.8, because it's point... Unless you don't round. Do you not round up? Oh, you don't round up, do you? Oh. Paradox math, I forgot. You don't round up military tactics, you always round them down. Well, that's a waste of a little bit of money, but... Oh well. I kind of need you to live, I'm not gonna lie. Felipe, I need you to survive. Oh, that is truly a tragedy at this point. That is a real tragedy at this point. I needed you to live. I really, really needed you to live. A new heir is a little unlikely at this point. We'll see what's going to happen here. Oof, that's not great. We do have Prepare the Reconquista, though. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to declare a war. I have to declare war at this point. Okay, yeah, yes, easy. Here's what we're going to do. Ooh, wait, are you losing? There's no way you're losing. Oh, are you losing? No way the Ottomans are losing naturally. But they very well might be. Look at the ships. If they can take Galibolu, then they control the Balkans. Oh, I have my eye on this. I have my eye on that for sure. But as it stands right now, I'm just going to go to war with Granada, who has no help whatsoever. I'm going to bring all the ships except for the heavies, of course. So you guys are going to group up here. You guys are going to come over here. Yes, of course, extend the monopoly. Thank you very much. Bring these guys together. Lock the ships in. Yes, let's actually have you stand there. That's not a problem. Then we'll declare on you. Ottomans and Tunis both actually will not help because they're killing each other. So we'll get rid of one of your allies while annexing and doing a mission, which is great to start off with. Oh, you just barely have a garrison, so if I get there on time... Ooh, you already know. I can raid that thing immediately. I can break that garrison. If I get a wall breach, that is, of course. 1st of January, can you get there on the... Let's intimidate them for a second. There we go. So now we get there on the 5th, which gives me the morale tick. Just so that, you know, we're more likely to win. Not that I thought we wouldn't, but just in case. Manpower probably is going to be more important at this point in the game. We need tons and tons of manpower. Like a ridiculous amount of manpower for what we want to do. Fighting the Ottomans is no easy ordeal, so we're going to want that. Okay, very nice. We're actually just going to remove the cavalry off of that to save some manpower. We're going to leave 10 on this, because that's a level... No, it's a level 2 fort, actually, so we don't need that many men. Can send 2 over here. Can send 1 over... other way, actually. Do you have a siege? You don't, okay. Okay, now that my... now that I actually don't have an heir, I'm just going to remove the king as a general. I really don't want him to die. I mean, if we're at war, we can't be PU'd, but at the same time, really don't have an heir right now. I would literally go into interregnum, and that is not good for us. At least I think I would. Disputed successions, that's fine. Nothing we can really pick up over there. How are you... There's no way you're losing, right? That's not possible. The Ottomans losing? No. Oh, there's the timer. Let's give it a few more minutes. They're technically winning because they've taken the war goals, but I mean, do you call this a win, Ottomans? They've just barely survived like a sacking of their capital. Don't know if I'd call that a win. I'd call that a bit of a tense moment, even for the Ottomans. Man, I need an heir right now. I don't really care who it is. Oh, Venetian Trade League's gone. Fascinating. I actually don't need these forts up anymore. We're just gonna keep blockading this anyway. There we go, Byzantine ships are helping out. But man, what am I to do without an heir? What am I supposed to do? I'm not really sure. Definitely need one. But if I introduce, that's not necessarily going to be my dynasty, I don't think. Which is, I believe, necessary for the Iberian wedding. You know, gotta have the same dynasty and all that. Or a regency. No Royal Mary from Poland, thank you. I already have a queen. It's not like I can just replace her. That might give me an heir, but I don't think it would be mine. Oh, what to do, what to do. Well, we'll figure it out as we go. So how are you guys doing? They've sieged back a lot of this, actually, so I have the feeling that they're not really losing anymore. Alright, I don't have an admiral there. Why don't I have an admiral there? Did I lose the admiral just before the battle? Or how long ago was that? Because that really sucks. Oh well, we should be fine because we have the heavies at use here. No, we don't. We don't have the heavies at use. You, come here. It's not like you're really doing anything. Come on. There we go. Captured 2 ships. Beautiful. What was that? Like, literally just... Oh no, I stole their heavies. Oh, well that's beautiful, actually. That's great. Alright, I'll take that. Just Granada, so no one really. Alright, cool. I'm gonna core that all up. I'm back to my regularly scheduled issue of having no heir. Which you love to see. Kingdom of Granada, we're of course going to lose the stab to kick them all out. They lose their cores, and they become Catholic. There we go. Convert then gives me permaclaims on North Morocco and Malta, and I get tolerance of the true faith for 15 years. I think I will take that. And then all we need to do is change it to Castilian. Yeah, that's something that's going to happen a little later on. That's not going to happen because we have to go through like an event, like a dangerous event, where we have to, of course, deal with all these issues here. So how are you guys doing? I can fight you, but I don't feel confident enough to do it. Not when I know I'm going to have an event back home. And I can't... Oh, I can attack you, though. I can attack Portugal. For Lisboa and Porto right now. And I'm really feeling it, because... if I die right now, it's really, really bad for me. Like, extraordinarily bad. But if I can declare on you for Ceuta... Why do I have a claim on Ceuta? Where'd I get that? Oh, I always had that, right, okay. Okay, so if I get Porto, I can take Ceuta, Lisboa, Porto, no problem. Alright, that's a decision we're going to make probably next episode, because right now we're out of time. So, hopefully you did enjoy this episode, episode 2 of the potential Spanish world conquest attempt. This is Quarbit signing off, and as always, have a fantastic day. I'd like to take a moment to thank all of the wonderful patrons you see up on screen, starting with the General tier with Quiet Guy, Brennan Arsenault, Torvald, and Farron. Those in the Prince tier, Natsuki, Rockbox 2020, and TFLJ Martis. Those in the King tier, Chewy Shoot and Quarbite. In the Elector tier, Drunk Binary. and in the Conqueror of Worlds tier, the Watcher. Thank you guys so much for your pledges this month. It means a lot to me, and you're helping to move this channel forward much more than you know. Truly, I cannot thank you guys enough.